Okay, lately the Strange Happening videos have taken over everything. They've just taken over everything. Sorry about that. Things are happening so fast, I don't know how to hardly keep up with it. In all these past videos you've seen, this is all my intuition going on. This is just me, my intuition. This is just the way things work for me, and I've had to deal with it. The last video, going through some dark things and working that out, and things changing and moving at the 11-minute mark. I don't know if you noticed, but I look up and kind of to the universe source that I'm tied to and say, what did I say? I sure could use somebody to talk to. And then today, that was yesterday I put it out. Today, a video popped up on YouTube. It's kind of like the radio crap, you know, things just pop up, kind of weird, just so weird and strange and coincidental. But anyway, it popped up and I watched it. It's a younger person, probably in their 20s or 30s maybe. Talking about this spiritual awakening thing that's going on. And they used a term I had never heard before. Starseed, S-T-A-R-S-E-E-D, Starseed. I looked it up on the internet, just one thing about it, and some of the things in there were kind of weird. One thing I related to was like, oh, I'm glad to join the community of freaks. I'm like, oh, well, apparently, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. But it was an odd word, Starseed. And they had some numbers behind them on some of the commenters and stuff, like Starseed number 6, Starseed number 11. I have no idea what they're talking about. None. A number? What is that? I have no clue. Anyway, I tried to look into it a little bit more, and I'm not sure exactly what they're all talking about, but some of the things resonated with me. And it kind of goes along with the truth teller kids and the Hoka empath. It's all kind of the same thing. A lot of these starseed type people have psychic abilities and empaths, and this thing called manifestations. You can manifest things that you really want appear. I've taught that about in every one of my videos. This person that I saw popped up on YouTube started putting their videos out about 11 months ago, same time I did, same exact time. Something is definitely going on, and maybe I'm part of this community of freaks. I don't know. One of the things that I saw in there was kind of odd and weird. I really am not sure. The thing that really has caught my attention about Starseed, the thing that has really caught my attention, what this guy was saying at the beginning, almost like it's like there are other entities that have come here to Earth to try to help the awakening along. And elsewhere I read today that there were waves of them, like there's a third wave right now. There's a first wave of these starseed souls that came here. And then that first wave was about my time, about the time I was born. And that was the first wave that came in. Unfortunately, and all these starseeds, by the way, they say when you get here, they get amnesia. They do not remember. If you go back to my Strange Happening number 1, I told you I forced myself to remember some of this, and I knew I'd never be the same. And apparently all my strange psychic abilities, manifestations, talking the weather and things respond, I think that's a result of me remembering, because all these amnesia starseeds seem to do this to a much lesser extent. It's really odd. So I don't know. I don't know. That's my best thing yesterday and today. I don't know. It's going to be my catchphrase. I don't know. World of Freaks here. I don't know. I just don't know. I love that term though, Starseed. Anyway, apparently they say this first wave that came in that were about my age, about the time I was born, came into a world of dark because nobody could comprehend something like this. And a lot of them suffered from depression. A lot of them committed suicide because it was so hard being here alone in the dark, just trying to clear a path where there never was one before. And I talk about that through all of my stuff. It's feeling crazy and alone in the dark. And the one today I watched was talking about these dark entities, and the one thing you cannot give into is fear. And I'm like, I have said all of this exact same thing. And I haven't done research. I mean, this just started popping up, a month ago when I saw that Dr. Sleep video, kind of opened my eyes. Now, one lady made the chains fall off and made me realize I'm not alone. This is just recently. But apparently there's a bunch of others out there, not just several, but I've just seen a few videos and looked up that term starseed that he used, and I have no idea. But what they're talking about is exactly what I put in my Strange Happening #1. Just like that. It's like, and that was when I was 2 years old, forcing myself to remember. I'm not making this up. That was 2 years old. How do they know this? It can't be real. That can't, can it? God, I don't know. I feel like a freak. But I don't. Hey, I'm a freak that's not alone. Apparently, there's a bunch of freaks out there, and I'm one of them. So, okay, let's go with that. So, I'm a first wave starseed that remembers, and I'm not supposed to remember, and I remember. How weird is that? That we all had a purpose here, and I've always known. I've even put in my other videos in different places out there. The thing I can't, and I even put it in the video this way. The thing I came here to learn, the thing I need to learn was forgiveness. Strange Happening 55, that happened. I learned to forgive everyone for everything across time. And I learned how to do that. I just realized that, sitting here making this video, I just realized that is that one thing that I really wanted to learn while I was here was forgiveness in a big way, not just a little way. And I put that in several of my videos. How weird. How very weird. Now, as far as this armor feeling, I have no idea why this is here. I mean, I just saw a few videos, little videos, and it's like, this particular person is younger than me for sure, but he's exactly like me. They also talk about in these Starseed people can feel energies and the emotions of others. And I'm like, well, I know it's all new agey and weird sounding, but that's what I've put throughout my videos is these energies, the electrical, the people's energies, their emotions coming through. They talk about little psychic kind of abilities, but oh my God, they haven't met me. Jesus. I don't know that they want to meet me. I don't know. I might scare them. They might say I'm the evil one or something. I have no idea. Because in my Strange Happening #1, they say a lot of these people volunteered to come here. I didn't exactly volunteer. Sorry. If you saw my Strange Happening #1, I was kind of kicked out of the classroom for some reason. I'm a troublemaker, I suppose. I'm a troublemaker. I didn't jump up, raise my hand, and some of these people are like that. You know, raise my hand, volunteered. I volunteered to come here, volunteered. I'm like, I didn't volunteer. I don't think I did. I was kind of told to come here. I don't know why. Jeez. Okay, so I'm a troublemaker, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. But this is really weird. So that's the newest term I've learned today. I think I'm going to hang off on trying to do any more research on this kind of thing. I don't want to be influenced by other people's perception. And a lot of people on YouTube, I've tried to research in the last couple of weeks, not research, but kind of look through YouTube on some of this stuff. And a lot of these people out there, they're trying to sell a book or they're in it for the money and power and stuff like that. And that is not me. And I'm not buying any's book and I'm not joining a tribe and I'm not going to join a cult or anything like that. This is just me. I learned through intuition, and that's the best I can do is learn and try to understand. I know truth when I hear it. And this Starseed stuff, that rings so true to me. It's so weird, and I am so weird, but it rings so true. I thought about going down to the river, and one of these last videos, I said, I need to see the stars. I need to see the Milky Way. Apparently, a lot of these people are like that too. Like, this isn't home. You know, they just really want to go home. And that's the way I felt all this time. I'm going to mention one other thing that I hadn't mentioned in here, because I just hadn't mentioned it. I didn't really think about putting it in here. In my one of the recent videos, I think it was the Haruka Empath Equals Just Me video, whatever number that was. I talked about seeing the source, the universal consciousness, and it told me its true name and stuff like that. What I didn't tell you, after I saw that and came back here, is it was painful to be here. It hurt to be here. There was so much positive love, perfection, joy, overwhelming music that ever arced upwards and never stopped ever. It never ended. It never ended. It was beyond anything I can even try to recall. I can try to recall it, and I can't even imagine it myself, even though I remember it. It was just so overwhelming. But I do remember coming back here, and just being here hurt. It was painful to be. That was the other thing. I was fixing to say, at this level of existence, that was the other thing about starseeds. They're talking about this other plane of existence, these other planes of existence. And I've mentioned that in several. This information coming in, knowing information from somewhere else. I have no idea where it's coming from. And planes of existences. These other entities I see out there that are on these other planes of existences. I've talked about that. And I hadn't researched any of this kind of stuff, putting all these videos out here, and all this has started popping up. And they're all saying the same thing. And it's like, this is so freaky. Are we like a hive mind? A bunch of ants. That's freaky. Bees, whether it be bees. Or maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so the latest word, God, I'm sweating. Just got out of the shower. Ugh. Sweating still. Starseed. Wow. I really do. I think I'm a starseed. How funny. Okay, just sitting in the chair with my cat. Don't want to get up, so different background. I rewatched the video I just made and wanted to throw something in there because the thing that really caught my attention, and this is turning into you're my therapist. So I'm getting all this off my chest and the way I feel, and I'm putting it out here. Maybe somebody confused or something and want to join the world of freaks, they can watch this and know that there's somebody crazier than they are, make themselves feel better. Anyway, the thing that really caught my attention was one little phrase when I talked about looking up at the Milky Way, looking up at the stars, and had this feeling of wanting to go home. And I felt like that too. And not home here at the house with your parents or anything, or the house you live in. I'm not talking about home here on this planet, or not even this plane of existence. You can't, I was going to say you can't imagine, but there have been so many, many, many times I've been crying in my past. Shoot, not even that long ago. I just want to go home. I want to go home. And this hitting home. But you know, I'm learning, but throughout my life, I'm almost 57 now. And there have been so many, 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 many times I just say, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. But it's okay. And I'm thrilled to be here at this time as people are waking up.